developing infrastructure is an ongoing concern. Government decided between 1990 and 2000 that infrastructure becomes the key in terms of development because we were really lagging behind. So a sizable amount of money has been committed since then to develop infrastructure. And as I speak now, I think we are in about 6,200 kilometers between then and now of paved roads. And that's a big jump from what we had in 1986, which was about 876 kilometers. So you can see there's been a very big jump in between there, again, because of the commitment of government. But again, is that all we need? No, of course, we still need much more number of kilometers. We have some which have not yet come on the network, about 826. These are projects on the pipeline. And of course, we are rehabilitating the paved roads because that's another challenge where we've been investing a lot in new roads without maintaining the old one. So now a decision has been made that we scale down on new infrastructure and maintain the old infrastructure. Finish the ongoing projects, maintain the old roads. CoST has been able to conduct about 59 project assurance projects on our projects, and that has helped us to, to expose for people to know that actually things are not done under the table and behind closed curtains. And this has also built confidence in the public that they can be able to see, to have performance. They can be able to monitor performance. There's transparency in the execution of these projects, which I think is a good thing, which CoST has enabled us to do. We have even been able to, for example, to bridge the gap. By CoST's involvement, we have bridged the gap between government and the private sector, because government was looking like, to many people, government was like an animal out there, and the private sector was on its own. But now CoST has been able to help us bridge that. It has even helped us to, through entities like Uganda Road Fund, we have been able to do, for example, satisfaction, customer satisfaction of the projects we are doing. Is it just a matter of putting up roads? What do the people think? Are they satisfied with the projects which we are doing in terms of enabling them to achieve do their business and maybe safety and all that? So CoST has been very, very useful in that direction. CoST has been able to do some researches. We have been able to extract some critical stakeholder information and stakeholder issues. As I've talked about the satisfaction of the road user, that was one of them, which was very good. So in terms of enabling us to develop, because we're not just developing the roads, they must be safe and secure for the public to use. But also the public must be able to know, are they getting value for money? And CoST has been, through CoST, they have been able to monitor whether they're getting value for money on the projects which we are doing. If CoST can also help us to improve on e-government procurement, which of course we put out there on the portal and everybody can access, I think it would also be good in enabling us to increase our visibility out there. As a ministry, of course, we are very happy to work with CoST. I know that some of my agencies at first had some cold reception. That CoST had some cold reception from some of my agencies, but I think now they've seen the benefit of the involvement of CoST. Agencies like UNRWA, I think, has now opened doors for CoST to participate. So I think we shall scale up our work with CoST, but I don't know if the budget allows. We need to see you more, even on media like the national media platforms, the local TVs, explaining what CoST does and how the public can benefit, and how does the public approach you. For example, if they have issues, instead of waiting for productions in magazines and what, how can you make yourselves more visible as cost, because and you build the confidence in the public that when they come to you, you'll be able to answer what. So I think we shall, as a ministry, we are happy to continue working with CoST. I think we have, as I've said, we have already been able to look out at about 59 projects. That's not a simple output since you started. And yes, we may be scaling down on the projects, but even those projects where we're scaling down, we need more visibility. We need more of your participation so that we can have more disclosure to the public, and so that and also to ensure that whatever constrained resources we have are put to maximum use, but also not concentrate on urban centers, get out in the countryside and the projects which we are doing in the countryside, because you may find more issues out there than possibly in the urban centers, because the urban centers are close. So maybe the reception there may not be as, but we need you more on the countryside so that we can be able to, to again, not exploit you, but take advantage of what you bring on the table as a partner. Oh, I think the future is very bright, because I think it demystifies what lies behind these projects. Because in the past, people would not know how much does a kilometer of a road cost, what is involved in that construction, who is the contractor, who's the contractor going to do the road, for how much is he going to do this road for, how much money has been spent on compensation for land. But now with this kind of exposure, this kind of transparency and disclosures, it will help the public to gain more confidence, even in what we are doing, because they will ask the right questions at the right time. I think it has been a journey of success. Uh, of course, the beginning had stumbles and challenges. That's like any other thing. When you're beginning, the running was not smooth. But I think where we are now, there was also misunderstanding in the beginning. Some people were not used to having a third eye look at what they're doing. But now I think people are getting more comfortable, because it's where they cannot communicate to the public, CoST can. Where they cannot bring out issues to the public, CoST is there. And because CoST is a neutral player, whatever submissions are made, they are more credible than possibly the player himself if he went out there to defend his actions. Congratulations for you to winning that award of the Anti-Corruption Award. And you can see that your work is being appreciated. Out there, people appreciate what you are doing. So let's continue winning more awards by having you more out there to be seen doing what you are doing best, what you know best.